shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, bad, it gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to do it with me.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And now we see Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in his second year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a one-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They will run it. It's McKissick. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Philadelphia.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Gain of 9. brings up second.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line.
First down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
For Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A tight end carry for Delaney Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Terry McLaurin.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Haskins back to the air. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Eagles 20-yard line.
Here's McKissick. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He was
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29.
From the 29, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Philadelphia.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 22 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to Zach Ertz.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
The score, Eagles 6, Washington 0.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
To Alshon Jeffrey.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut at SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
At the 20.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Kendall Fuller there on the cover.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. 3rd down here. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
1st down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with McKissick. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. 15 yards on the play. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Hopkins' kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Haskins. That is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Jonathan.
Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Brings up third down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. For Deshaun Jackson, that's number 600, his 600th catch in his career.
Oh, boy, is he explosive. Always has been, always will be as a receiver. And it's not just running past people downfield. It's catching the short passes underneath, the bubble screens. Just get the ball in his hands, and a big play awaits.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Winston's pass.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jalen Mills in on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's a pickup of 3.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
56. Mike, get a grip. 56.
Here's Wentz to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
After review of the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz again. He'll run it, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Carson Wentz.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Washington.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is Hurts with it. Right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And an Eagle 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bump.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chase Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that's complete to Jeffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Alshon Jeffrey, so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Number 86.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
For Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Then Latimer's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again, Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Delaney Walker there to make the grab. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Haskins going to throw again. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels...
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And on the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 24.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They run with the former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
J.D. McKissick.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Brought down by Darius Slay.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Down at the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check Mike 21.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins is trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Washington on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Haskins. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Taken in at the 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is third down and 12. And that will be incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
59, mark, 59, mark. Check, 59. Right here.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins got him in. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The end result, 21 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Haskins back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Is good. Makes this Washington 20.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 18-yard line.
They'll go again with McKissick. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The ball carrier.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense heading out. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
from the gun on third down. Haskins, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll go underneath here to his running back. Catch is made. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the gun, it's Haskins. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. 56.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Eagles, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as